Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Brian W. Adams.
Well, hey, everybody. Thanks so much for joining the Inspire podcast, where you can learn about what's happening here at Integrity. We're so excited about all the incredible things that are happening here at Integrity. We've had so many amazing partners join the Integrity family, and this is a new first for Integrity, this new partnership that we're announcing today. And I'm incredibly excited to announce that Senior Planning Center has joined the Integrity family. As part of this new partnership, Tony Arruda, founder and CEO of Senior Planning Center, will become a partner here at Integrity, and also his president of the company, Stephanie O'Leary, will also become a partner here at Integrity, and we're super excited to have them. Now, they're based out of Farmington, Maine, and this is the very first partner, I believe, that we've added, the first office that we've added in the state of Maine. This is an incredibly exciting opportunity for us. This is one of the top Medicare enrollment agencies in that region, and certainly in the state of Maine. And Tony founded his agency in 2012, and a decade later, this has grown into just one of the best organizations in that entire region. And they have so many agents and independent broker partners that they serve, but they also have 5 brick and mortar agency locations across the state of Maine that they serve people where they can walk in and make those decisions. So I'm thrilled to death to have Tony joining us today. He is a remarkable person. I know he will inspire you. And I also want to say that he just having a milestone birthday. He just turned 80 years old, which is like the new 20, I think. And he has got more energy and more excitement than anybody else. We'll also have Stephanie O'Leary join us, who's the president of Senior Planning Center. And Tony and Stephanie, man, we are thrilled to have both of you join us today. We're so excited to have you as partners and excited to learn more about your story.
Well, thank you very much, Brian. You know, this is a big day for us at the Senior Planning Center. We're all excited here about this partnership for all of our employees, our agent partners, and most of all, our senior clients that we serve in Maine.
Tony, listen, I got to stop for a second. You have the coolest accent in the world. Like, I got this like Texas thing going on, but I absolutely love your accent. Where'd you grow up, man?
Well, I grew up in New Bedford, Massachusetts, born and bred there. So I've been in Maine for over 30 years, but unfortunately, I still can't kick that New England Boston accent, I guess.
Never kick that, man. I love that. Now, one of the most interesting stories, I just said that you just celebrated a birthday. Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I mean, listen, you've been in the business for a long time. However, what I understand is you didn't get into the insurance business until you were 61. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I had to change some occupations. A lot of things changed in my life. And I said I had to do something. So I started as an agent, and around 70 is when I really formed the Senior Planning Center and took a different approach in what we were doing in the insurance business.
Man, that's amazing. A lot of people are slowing down when they turn 70. But man, you like start speeding up and built this amazing business. I mean, it's like Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who both, as they got older, they're even trying to do more, which is amazing. Now, tell us about where that commitment came from for you to say, look, I'm going to start a company when you're 70 years old.
Well, I think it all started with the going back, right, actually from my father. I tell everybody that the man that I most admire was my father. He was a direct descendant from Portugal. He came over from the St. Michael Azores when he was actually 6 years old. His dad came over when many of the Americans were moving to the United States, and he ended up settling in New Bedford. He met my mother. My mother is also Portuguese, but a second generation. When he came over at 6 years old, it was hard work for all of those people. So he worked with his dad, and he had about, I believe my father said he had about 4 years of formal education. But most of his education was from hard work and learning. And I learned that by him also. He was a self-made man. He went to work and doing a little bit of everything. I remember he tells me stories about when he was a little kid helping his dad. He worked in the mills whipping floors. And then as he got older, he became a barber in New York City. That's what I understand. He came back to New Bedford, Mass., started selling cars, and then he started his business. He started actually a taxi cab company. He started with 2 taxi cabs in New Bedford and grew it up to 45 to 50 cabs in New Bedford, wow, which ended up being the largest taxi cab fleet south of Boston. So over the years, he grew up and just was an entrepreneur in whatever he did. And I just learned so much in my life from my dad in what he did. I mean, he taught me so many things in life. He taught me, like, for instance, he said all of our passengers that went into the cabs, they were all from different walks of life. But he said to me, they're all important. Their money is the same, and that's what's going to drive our family. So I've always used that as a philosophy that I treat everybody the same way. That philosophy he had was the same way with his employees. They all loved him. He was a very honest man. He was a hard worker. He was the first one to work in the morning. I remember as a kid getting up, he said, all right, Tony, get out of bed. We got to go in at 6 o'clock in the morning. I said, Dad, I want to sleep. Get up. So I learned those lessons from him. And I've used that in my life. And you're not going to get anything free. You got to get your hands dirty. You can't tell people what to do if you're not willing to do something yourself. So that's been a lot of the philosophy that I've had.
Man, that is a great philosophy to live by. Yeah, I mean, first of all, as an entrepreneur, I love entrepreneurial stories. I love hearing these stories of people who have essentially built something from nothing. That's what I think makes America so great, is you've got all these different people from different cultures with sometimes different beliefs, but with this idea that we can create something here. And somebody who had 4 years of formal education, like, just think about that for a minute. Like, that is amazing. And he built up this amazing company. I mean, this is before Uber and before all the stuff, today. Cabs, I mean, were just such an important part of, transportation. And to have 40 or 50 cabs at that time and just building that from nothing is just remarkable. And the other thing, Tony, man, I love the fact that you're so proud of your dad. Like, I mean, as a father of 2 boys, I sit back and I think, like, man, I want my kids to be proud of me. I don't care that they do what I do, but I want them to go on to do great things and to also remember, where they came from, which I think is so important. So I think that philosophy that your dad taught you is such a great one to live by. What motivated you at 60 years old or 61 years old? What motivated you to jump into the insurance business?
Well, Brian, a lot of the stuff I learned from my dad, hard work and all, he became quite sick. And that's why I didn't stay with the taxi cab business, and those things had to change. So I ended up, I was in retailing with some very major retail companies, as well as I ran retail outlets, a lot of the major companies. I was very heavily in distribution, ran distribution centers. I was an auditor. So I had a very diversified background. And I ended up taking a little bit of that entrepreneurship and got into the video business as a video distributor. And I was in that for a while. Things were going incredible. And we were going to take the company public when the stock market crashed. And obviously, I don't know if you can even find video anymore. We were aligned with Blockbusters at the time. We were one of the largest distributors in New England for videotape. But, those things change. So I don't look back. I look forward. And I said, I got to do something. And I actually recognized having been around insurance people, P&C agents and and recognized that, geez, that kind of company doesn't seem to fail. And I look back at my history and I said, a lot of those same companies I were with are no longer in existence anymore. Things change. They change very rapidly. So I said, geez, I don't think that industry is going to change. The insurance has been around years and years. So I became an agent. I said, I got to do something. So I started as an agent, and that was history. I learned by doing it and grew. I was a motivated person and not afraid to work. I became licensed agent. It was a challenge, but I don't look at problems as a problem, never have. I look at it as an opportunity to learn. And I always looked at, no matter what door, look at the doors, and whatever door opens, take the opportunities and move forward. In the end, I actually attribute much of my success not to me. Timing is a very important thing in life, but to the people that I've surrounded myself with. I just look out to the people that I've been involved with, my employees, using the experience and distribution I've had, and just finding the right people that have the same philosophies. And it's just, things have happened, and it's great.
Man, what a great story. And look, you've seen it all. I mean, you've seen all these different industries. You've seen different market cycles. You've seen a lot of different things. But you're right. The insurance business is a really consistent business. And it's a people business. And talking about great people, you surround yourself with great people, including Stephanie O'Leary, who's the president of Senior Planning Center. Stephanie, man, you shared before that Tony is unique in how he really cares about his clients, but also really about helping people. How has that influenced you and Senior Planning Center's approach to business?
Well, Tony was motivated to get into the insurance business and specifically into sort of the Medicare market because of his commitment to helping people. He realized that people are turning 65 every day. They have a lot of questions. They don't always know where to get the answers. And he was looking to find a solution to that issue. And he just realized that if he could get in front of people and educate them and use more of a service approach, that would bring success. Tony has always taught me and the rest of our team to take care of each other, take care of the clients, and the rest takes care of itself. And that's why when we're hiring, we don't go out looking for insurance sales agents or salespeople, which is unusual in this industry. We look for people who are genuine and warm and committed and passionate about serving seniors. We teach them the Medicare business because you can always teach them about Medicare, but you can't teach them to have that genuine, caring spirit that Tony has. So that's what our staff is made up of. And that service mindset all comes around in the end. That is the secret to our success. We take such good care of our clients that they don't leave.
I love that. I mean, there's so much depth in what you just said, just about that kind of servant heart mentality. Like, I'm going to try to help people in so many different ways. And what you guys have built in Maine is truly special. I mean, you guys have really done so well in that state. You're certainly one of the leaders in that market. Tony, what other strengths do you think have helped you and your agency succeed, especially in that state?
Well, I think that one of the things that President Steph has indicated is, it's very important. A person turning 65 has so many questions. And it's a local business. People are concerned locally about what they need, what their doctor, their hospital, what the local needs are. You hear the national aspect, but it's a local business also. So you have to cater to them that way. But that goes a long way, because if you do the right thing by these people, you get the retention. And that is a key to our success, is our retention rate is exceptionally high. We have very little turnover our clients. I have clients that have been involved with us since day one that I started. I go back 10, 15 years, and we still have the same clients. And our retention rate is above 90%, which is kind of already unheard of in the industry also. But that's the only reason. I point out to all of our people, this is not a selling business. It's a people and relationship building business. And it's those relationships that you do on a local level that we do. And I try to make sure that all of our employees or all have that same philosophy, because that's what's going to make this thing go around. We don't worry about selling commissions. That all comes by what we do, only if you do the job the right way. So those type of things, the fact that we opened up locations, which is unique in our industry. I know there's others that have done it, but having a service location, I don't like to say it's a retail location, it's a service location. We can answer questions for people. I use the philosophy, I don't care what door we open, we will help anybody that's senior that comes in. They have so many questions. Like, how do I get onto food stamps? Is there any state assistance programs I can get on? And we will hold their hands and put them through that. I mean, if they're looking for housing for seniors, we resource out to agencies throughout the state of Maine that can help people also. So we're also a resource. We like to say that we're Maine's leading senior resource. So by doing that, these people are depending on us. When they do that, they tell their friends tell their friends. You build from the bottom up. This is what we're all about. And it still is a local business. And some of our advertising on TV and the slogan we use is, would you hire a plumber in Arizona to fix your pipes in Maine? Obviously, we try to bring it right down to the local level. I mean, this is so important in how we've done it and how we want to go into the future. And we know that you people are in the same boat. You look at the same things. It is a people business. It's fulfilling needs, not just selling. And that's so important in what we do for today as well as the future. I mean, we got people that come in and they're very confused. They don't know, how to enroll into Medicare, how to get Social Security, any of these type of things. And our staff are very well versed. If we don't know the answer, we will find it out. We don't want them to go somewhere else. We want to help them here. And by doing that, we build up the base, we build up the retention, and we're happy. All of our employees, as well as myself, feel so fortunate that we're in this because we're able to help people. In many cases, we're changing a lot of people's lives in the positive way by helping them. And what better way could you feel in doing the job and being rewarded by people saying, I really appreciate what you've done for me. That's our basis, and that's what we do.
God, Tony, I love you. Like, I listen, I love you. I love the passion you have. I love the focus you have. I love how aligned we are. And this is where you got great partnerships is when you're completely aligned. And here's the thing. I mean, at Integrity, I truly, truly believe this is a people helping people business. I say this all the time. If we forget that, we're going to be out of business. And I believe that we're not in the sales business, which is a lot of people, think I'm crazy when I say that because, we'll sell about $20 billion worth of insurance this year. But the truth is we're in the service business. And if we serve people, then the sales will take care of themselves. That's a byproduct of serving enough people, right? And finding people with this heart for service, this passion to serve others is critical. I hear, I talk to people all the time and they're like, well, I could never do what you guys do because I'm not a salesman. And I'm like, that's the greatest part because if you've got a servant's heart in this business, you can accomplish, incredible things. And I love the way that you guys really focus on retention. Like there's some call centers in the Medicare business that completely forgot about this whole idea of service. And they were all only thinking about if I can just put people on the books at whatever cost. And what that actually did was a disservice to Medicare enrollees. It truly is a confusing part of the process and a huge part. This is one of the most important decisions people make and one of the most impactful decisions somebody can make about their own health care. And then they're not putting them on the right plan. They're not looking at how do I serve this? And then what happened is their retention stunk, right? And then people decided I'm not going to work with them. I'm going to go work with agents back in the field because they care about them, or people like you that have bricks and mortar locations that I can walk into and say, hey, I need help here, right? I truly need help. Make sure that this is covered under my plan. And that's why a lot of those groups have just gotten pummeled in the public market, because they didn't focus on the core need of this industry, which is truly serving people. And that's why I'm so excited to partner with you today, because, I truly believe we're so aligned. You built this amazing business. You've done so many things in your life. You've got great leaders like Stephanie. What was it about integrity that said, I don't want to partner with them today?
Well, there's no question. Integrity brings so many resources that we're able to use. The technology system, the marketing skills. It's just going to be a tremendous asset for our employees, our agent partners, our clients, the beneficiaries, and actually even to the carriers instead of that. But I've also realized in my life, obviously, as we've mentioned before, I've seen so many changes. I've seen distribution patterns. In the retailing industry, I saw it where you had a product manufacturer and you had wholesalers, dealers, etc., and then you went all the way down to the consumer, and that lane of distribution is so much changed. It just goes from the carrier now in the insurance business right down to the consumer in a lot of ways. And what happens, you still need that service. And we're a service business. So that technology that you people are going to offer is just going to be such a positive effect for our own employees. It's something that I realize that the technology, everything is changing, and you have to move forward, not behind. It's going to be a positive for all the people concerned. And I'm just, again, so excited with this happening. And to see this at my age right now, and this legacy of seeing the Senior Planning Center grow with the support and the integrity it just makes me so happy. And I thank you for looking at us as being a partner with you people.
Yeah, thank you. I'm humbled. I'm truly humbled by all that. Stephanie, what are your thoughts?
Oh gosh, Brian, as Tony said, this partnership it's just so exciting to us because it really gives us the ability to execute our business plan and grow. We'll be able to establish some new locations, increase our market share, and serve even more people. And, we already have a big market share here in Maine, but to stay successful, we need to be able to keep those clients on our books, continue to add new clients, and the only way to do that is to be able to continue that level of caring service that we provide. We already have a great reputation. You guys have a great reputation. Your value system and the way you do things is so aligned with Senior Planning Center. And what we bring to the table is we know how to serve the people of Maine. But now that we're part of the Integrity family, we're just going to keep growing. Our service will get better, and we're really excited about this partnership.
Well, we are too. This is going to be so special overall. Tony, you're 80 years old. Congratulations. What do you love doing outside of work?
Well, I've got a very heavy nautical background. As you can tell, I'm excited to be able to turn the helm of this ship over to Stephanie on all the day-to-day operations and see it grow into a bigger and better fleet. And having that little nautical background, my son, by the way, is a graduate of Maine Maritime. He shipped out for years. So I got a lot of, and my uncle, who was a renowned boat builder in Provincetown, Mass. In fact, he built the largest scale model of a boat in the world called the Rose Dorothea. It won the Lipton Cup races. That was before the American Cup races. And he was actually on that boat when it won. And he was also a harpooner. So my heritage goes back to whaling in the sea on that side of the family. That's all my mother's side of the family. I was in the Coast Guard Reserves. I had the opportunity to sail on the Eagle, which is the three-masted square rigger from the Coast Guard Academy. My son, he shipped out for years as chief engineer and now works with a vice president with a large consulting firm out of Chicago. So I got a lot of nautical in my background. I love the ocean. I love that. And I think I've been on small boats. I've sailed. I've done a lot of cruising. And I think right now I want to try to spend some time now doing a lot of traveling and cruising because we enjoy that. So I'm very excited for everything that's happening now.
That is awesome. Now, Stephanie, I understand you also love the ocean as well, right?
I do. Growing up in Maine, the coast and the ocean, it's just part of who we are. In fact, for our announcement video for the partnership with Integrity, we were so excited we were able to take our new Integrity family out on a lobster boat and let them see some traps being hauled and give them some Maine lobster treats. And it just seemed like a fitting full circle sort of conclusion to the whole thing, since all along the partnership between Integrity and Senior Planning Center has been referred to as Project Lobster.
Project Lobster, that's right. Well, we are so excited. I mean, this is going to be so much fun, and y'all couldn't be more connected with who we are, and we have so much in common. I know that you also have a lot of friends here at Integrity. I have a couple of them that want to hop on and say hello to you. First of all, is Brian Garrity, who has also a very great accent and one of my favorite humans in the world. Brian, I know you're super excited about this partnership. Brian, are you there with us?
Yes, I'm here. I'm very excited, and I'll put on my best Boston accent for Tony. Hey, Tony, congratulations, and Stephanie, and really welcome to the team. I'm very excited, and just great respect for what you guys have done. So welcome.
Thank you, Brian.
I just wanted to add that, the hard work that Tony did building the agency is also based on really a vision of something that doesn't exist in a lot of places. The model he's built and the way that they serve their customers and gain new customers and really support their brokers is amazing. There's a whole story there that is not just the hard work, but he had a unique vision that is really impressive.
Absolutely. Now, we also have Chris Shields who's on. Chris, you have a similar structured business as well, right?
It's similar, yeah. Brian, thanks. Tony, to you and Stephanie, congratulations. Tony, I went back and looked at my notes, and 20 years ago, the beginning of 2002, I have a note that says I need to call this guy named Tony Arruda in Farmington about getting him set up as an agent. So I'm glad we got you going with your career and that you've turned it into such an amazing operation up there in Farmington. It's been a pleasure working with you and some of the deals we've done over the years, and it's great to now have you and Stephanie as partners with Integrity. You guys are going to be ecstatic with all the opportunities you have now that you'll quickly learn about. So congratulations again, and Tony, you and Marge, take a nice cruise and enjoy what you've built.
Thank you, Chris.
All right. Well, hey, Tony and Stephanie, really appreciate you guys. Chris and Brian, appreciate you guys jumping on. But Tony, congratulations, man. This is an incredible day for you. And Stephanie, we're so excited to partner with you going forward to help just continue to serve more people with their health insurance needs, especially in Maine and surrounding states. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to be making this announcement. Watch for the video because it is a maritime video, which is, super cool as part of this. And so this is an exciting partnership. We're super excited to welcome Tony and Stephanie to the Integrity family. Hope everybody has an amazing week and look forward to talking with you all soon. God bless you guys. Take care.